Hi folks, it's Maureen here, Stitch Mac, and hi and welcome back to my channel, or hello to my channel. As I said, my name's Maureen. I'm a cross stitcher from Scotland, which will be obvious from the accent. And I am here with what I'm planning to be part one of two, maybe. I'm going to do a kind of WIP Parade plans thing, 2024. You know how it goes. So where do I start? I will start with a little recap of 2023. So, 2023, what did I do in 2023? We're still in 2023, just for at the moment we are. By the time maybe I get into actually editing this or doing anything else with this video, might be 2024. But stitching wise, I did a lot. I, not, but let me just point out I had 3 finishes, 2 teeny little ones, one quite big one. I participated in WIP Go. I think this is like the second or third year I've done it, and it was a bit of a complete failure. I managed to kind of keep up to about this summer. Well, when I say keep up, I kind of followed it monthly till about the summer, and then it kind of drifted off. So I think I completed about. Thought I had 25 goals. I completed 13 of the 25 goals that I wanted to do, so it wasn't too bad. Overall, my WIPs, I'm sitting around about 43, 44 WIPs at the moment. I think that's kind of fluid. Just it depends. Yeah, that was what was on my spreadsheet. There may be other ones looking about. And I worked on 32 of them. So there's 11 or something that I didn't touch in 2023, which is a bit sad. I like to have at least stitched on every WIP, but I say I'm running out of time at the moment. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, so that was my 2023. I had, as I said, I had 3 finishes, 2 little ones, 1 little Briscornu, 1 country house, which is like a little square thing on this side, and 1 chatelaine, which I thought, which kind of trumps all the rest by finishing a chatelaine, possibly the one and only one I'm ever gonna do. I started it, for context, I started it about 2009. I worked on it years and years, on and off over years. Sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't like it. But this year, I finally got it done. And I don't know actually if I ever go around to showing it on here or not. I think I always planned to iron it at some point, but it's been hiding away. And this is just for, it is White Nights in St. Petersburg. It's mandala. And it's stitched on 28 count sapphire. I don't know. I bought it a gazillion years ago. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can look at it. It's so freaking gorgeous. Actually, now I can appreciate it again, cause for so long I'm trying to kind of squish it up. See if I can get some of the sparkles and the light. For so long, I quite frankly hated it. I think because it was a mandala and the way I did it when, from the group, from back in the day when she did it on Yahoo groups. So it came out in parts. So I worked in parts. So I started in the middle. This was like part 1. And then worked my way out, which meant, so like when it came to like these houses, I had 8 of them to do. So, whereas when I came to the end, I ended up like amalgamating like parts 10, 11 and 12 and finished off like one like entire corner and then went and did the next corner, so it didn't feel quite as bad. And definitely would recommend doing that if you're ever doing chatelaine. Try and do it in kind of bigger sections. Mandala doesn't become quite as tedious. But yeah, and it's not gonna go big again. It's a bag. One day I'll get it framed, but not anytime soon. Too many other things to pay for. And I'll appreciate it again. I actually, seeing it now, this is the thing, I only see it, I'm only looking at it every so often, so I do appreciate it now. God, I cannot, sorry, I'm just looking at my hair. I cannot wait to get my hair cut. So, that was it. I think, I tell I actually had another, maybe I had like another couple. I did like a couple, I've done like a baby sampler. One was completed and went away. Excuse me. Sorry if you're new to this channel. I don't edit things out, so you're just getting it as it is. One baby sampler has been gifted. I've got another baby sampler finished. It's still to be framed, and another one, I can imagine one for it. I don't really count them though because they're not for me. They're gifts for someone else. So they're not. I finished a pair of socks. So I'm just looking at what I finished a pair of socks and finished a little cow. So I've been productive when it comes to things like that. But we're not here for the finishes. Well, my progress stitcher. I sound so easy. I don't know why. Do apologise. Right. Anyway, so sorry, get myself comfortable. So I'm now gonna go. So my plans for 2024. Right. So I'll explain my plans for 2024 and then I'll show what I'm gonna do. So my plan for 2024 is I've categorised the stuff. I'm stealing bits of everybody else's ideas. I'm putting it all together, mashing it up into mine. Shamelessly stealing stuff, don't care. So I'm gonna I've categorised things. Now, at one point I had about 12 different categories and I was gonna like stitch one thing from each, and then I was like, no. Calm down with the ridiculously over ambitious plans and be realistic. So because I know over the last few years I like to work, like my plan had been to like work on each category and but not like on a time scale as such. But I've realised over the last few years I like working month to month. Start a month with a set bunch of things I'm gonna work on and work on them. Not on a day-to-day basis. I don't like to be that exact. But I've realised I like at the beginning of the month going, right, okay, I'm gonna work on these projects and sort myself out for that and work on them. And so on and so forth. So the way I've done this is I've got essentially 5 categories. One of them is just one piece. It's my big ass project that I will work on every month, which is my Cartographica. And I'm gonna insert a clip of it where I'm at with it, but I'll do it tomorrow because I've got 500 stitches to do to get it to the 30%, and then I'll take it out, excuse that, and then I'll show you where I'm at, and I'll show you where I was last year. I actually found a picture. I found a picture of it last year, and I was like, oh, that's actually quite a lot of time. So I will insert that here. Okay, so here we have my Cartographica XL. It's by Tilton Crafts, 28 count, 2/110 stitch. And I have just completed my goal for the year, which was to get it to 30%, which is 108,000 stitches out of 360,000. So essentially I was just working down here. I thought I'd just change, as I call it, cheating, just filling in these little bits because that's quick and easy to get to some stitching in. So looking back at the picture from last year, I think it's like from here. So I did all of this. So in the last month or so, I've literally just been I did a little bit over here. So here we are, we've got Scotland here. We've been to Scandinavia. We're heading over to Russia. I think this is like Russia, all that kind of jazz up there. Yeah, so I could just have carried on, but it's like really confetti heavy here. So I had lots of other wee threads there, so I just filled in all down there. And then started down on this side. Yeah, so I can't believe I've actually like made it that far. So next year I'll just carry on. I'll do another 10%, which I feel is like the kind of sweet spot. I wonder where I'll go. Where will I go? Who knows? I think I'll probably concentrate on getting the first up. I'll get this little bit done because looking at it, like this bit here is all Europe. So it's a lot of, it's a lot of this. And a lot of this. So I will concentrate first up to get this done. And then I'll just kind of work my way, I think, along. So, that's it. I'm going to put this away for a few days now, get it back in January. So that'll be that. So that'll be getting worked on every month. I'll aim to do another 10%. I've done 30% this year, up to 30%, sorry, and I'll complete 40% next year. That's the plan. With that, it will get worked on every month. Other than that, I have another 4 categories. So I have full coverage, fancy ladies, smalls, everything else. Essentially. Everything else that doesn't fit in any of those. And what I'm planning to do is out of those categories, I'm going to have 6 different WIPs in each category. At the beginning of the month, I've got dice, and I'll roll my dice, and I'll pick. So say it lands on number 3, all the 3s. I've listed all the, I've got a wee spreadsheet thing. I've listed all the, numbered all the WIPs. And if number 3 comes out, I'll work on all the 3 of each category. Then the next month, again, I'll roll the dice, etc., etc. Now for each of those categories, for each of those WIPs, I have assigned a goal. Well, I haven't actually done that yet. I will do that at some point. Some of them have an idea of a goal, some of them I don't. Excuse me. If, really big if, I meet any of those goals, because what I'll do is I'll just they'll just go, I'm not going to set a goal for each month, I'm just going to work on it when I feel like it in that month, and then chuck it back in, and if at some point during the year I meet that goal, that WIP will then get taken out, and another one will get put in its place, into the 6. Simple. The main reason behind this is it's more of the full coverage pieces. I've got quite a few that have been, I started in 2016, 2017, and I've hardly, I've not done a lot on them. I've got one that I'll show you. I want to get finished next year. I would like to get finished next year. And others I just want to make a bit more progress on. So I thought, well, that way I'll concentrate on those 6 pieces until I get to a point they can come out. So that is my plan for most of the year. Because in amongst all that, there are 2 sporting tournaments that I'll be doing other stitching challenges for. One of those is the Euros. I'll talk more about that come June. But and then we have the Euros, and then we have the Olympics. Now in between that is but there's also Tour de France. I'm not gonna be able to do that this year, I don't think, because it overlaps. I remember I put them all in the calendar, and the Tour de France starts kind of halfway through the Euros. I think it must finish before the Olympics, because some of the ones that we're doing both. I'd imagine they want to do Tour de France and then maybe go to Olympics as well. So I think it stops before the Olympics, and then Olympics start. So for those months, those periods of time, because it's halfway through the months and things like that, I won't be doing any of this. I'll be doing that. The Euros, I have my own wee challenge to myself. Slightly. I did it for the World Cup last time, but I'm reining it in a bit with this one. And then with the World Cup, I think full coverage, World Cup, Olympics, full coverage fanatics usually do a themed kind of thing. Something. So I'll do it for that. So apart from those 2, the plan is to do my categories. So I will show you now. So I'm going to start with, so I'll show you now. So that's my plans, and it's my WIPs that correspond with plans. These, today I'm just going to speak about full coverage because that's enough of them. So, and where possible, if I have a before picture, I went through my old floss tubes and excuse me, took some screenshots where I could, found whatever pictures I could of where they were roughly last year. I'll put them in if I can, if along with the cover picture of the completed, along with the cover pictures. Yeah. So, oh my god, disgusting. This one really needs a wash. Oh my god, that's actually disgusting. Right, so this is number one in full coverage list because this is the one I want to get finished next year. This is Love Thy Thread. Paradise Small. Love Thy Thread no longer in business. But yeah. So I've used this the last few years for my Tour de France because it's like yellows and greens and that. And I think I worked out it's not a pattern keeper, this is a paper chart. I've worked it out, it's about 20,000 stitches or something like that. I think I've like got another page, it's about around there. But yeah, so my plan is to finish this one. That's my plan. Well, you know, and it might not be next year, but we'll keep it on the go. That'll give it a good whack of stuff. So number 2 on the list of full coverage is this is another Love Thy Thread, but it's Bewitched Park by Leonid Avramov. The chance I'd be able to get this charted somewhere else. This is Bewitched Park. I want to get this to. I think the goal for this is to get to 30%. It's something like a 20-something% just now. Because again, this has been going for years, but this was pre-pattern keeper. And this took me for ages. Whereas now, life's a whole lot better. So yeah, Bewitched Park. Yeah, I think I want to try. I think it's 30%. Looking at it and going, oh my god, it's not all I've done on this one. I feel like I've been working on it for years and I've just not seemed to make any progress. Again, that's why I want to get it progressed up. So that's 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, is that right? 1, 2. Yeah, so these ones I'm counting as 4 separate ones. So this is my Heaven and Earth Story Keep Labyrinthine Season Stephanie Law. Artwork by Stephanie Law. Spring, summer, winter, autumn. There are 4 separate charts, but I've chosen to do it on one big piece. My goal for these is to get them to like 50%, all of them to get to 50%. I'm at something like this year. I completed the goal. I was to get these to 10. I wanted to get them to 10,000 stitches. I completed that. But I'm gonna get, which is something like it's like 38% or something like that. So try and get those to 50% next year, which would be nice. So that completes the first 6, and we'll work on that. One of those will be getting worked on in January, which is next week. So now we'll just get to the rest of the full coverage pieces. I don't know what order I put these in. I thought I'd maybe put them in alphabetical order, but I'm out of sync already. Anyway, so this is Birds, Butterflies and Blooms World Map, Amy Stewart. This is just the normal size. God, what is it? 725 by 518. So this one, what weight round do you think it is? This way. Yeah. I think. Yeah. So that is 2%. It's absolutely impossible to tell anything in there. I think I've got a bird. I think I'm making progress in a bird. I shall see. Yes. Gigantic. But I made it to, it's either 1%, 2%. I think it might actually be 2%. I did do some more work on this year. Not sure what the goal will be on this. Maybe another percent. The problem is, yeah, it's not the percentage on this is like doing a few thousand stitches. Maybe I'll just add another percentage to that. You know. This one is Peekaboo Sea Beacon. Peekaboo Sea Beacon. Heaven and Earth Designs. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I didn't touch this year. I know that because I've just taken a picture of my screenshot of the last one, and it's exactly. I must have done this. I think I started this for the World Cup, so I've done like. So, oh, where I lost it. It's upside down. It's so embarrassing. I'm upside down and back to front. Right. Okay. Here we are. Certainly, it's peekaboo. It's like you can't see it. I think that's like 50 stitches or 100 stitches. Oh, I really like this one. I'm gonna have to find a country for this. I have to find, yeah, trying to match up countries to charts. Next one is Red and Yellow Poppies with Grasshopper by Annette Schwartz-Miller, which is Whoopie Cat on Etsy. Yeah, on Etsy. Yeah, it's by that side. I've just been working on filling in these bits. I'm filling in that. There's a lot of block stitching on this. I'm stitching a 20. This is a 20 count 101. I love this. It looks a bit odd at the moment. It'll make more sense when this is filled in. But again. Next up is Snow White, which is a Mucha. I've never been able to, Alfonso Mucha style. This is by Nanny Design on Etsy. And I've never seen it. And I can't get them in out. I'm really, really annoyed because she had other ones like, I think she had like Sleeping Beauty and she must have been checking now. Anyway, this is where I completed on that. So yeah, I was so pleased. I think I did stitch on this year. Because originally, so this again was a paper chart. A bit of a nightmare around here with a paper chart. And then I put in Pattern Keeper. And I didn't really like it. There was symbols missing and all kind of things going on. So that was fine. And then when I went to work on it again this year, I thought, something I'm going to try and... Pattern Keeper's been updated. I'll reinstall it. Bingo. It worked. All the symbols appeared, everything appeared. Life was sweet. So this is The Spirit of the Pond, artwork by Elaine Bella. So that is where we got to with that. Did I work on it this year? Who knows? I did have a rundown somewhere, but I can't find it. But that's where we're at with that. Like I say, I don't have goals. I mean, I don't really have goals for these because I've just been concentrating on the ones that were my top 6. Because quite frankly, even just getting through those goals, yeah, we'll worry about them when they get to that stage. My plan is, like I say, I think the plan is for the Euros is to try and work. It's first up to try and match up countries. You know, if there's a connection between a country and a chart, we'll try that. And other than that, just and then try and use ones that aren't being used, you know, that are so that they've not, you know, that haven't been used. So they're all getting a bit of love. This is Sunset by Carolyn Manning Designs. Can you stick it? I did it. It was a bit skimpy with the fabric there, it must have been. So that's that. Well, it must have been a long year. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember if I've worked on these or what I would have used them for. You know. Unless it was recent. This one, for instance, I know I worked on recently. I do apologise, I think I'm looking in the wrong camera. I can't do this camera. So this is tagged Island, which is from a painting by Alfred Dunhill, I think. So I've definitely done something in LA. Anyway, I saw it in this particular program one day and I was like, oh, I really like that. So I've picked a part out of it and maxed it. Max coloured it to the nth degree. So that's quite fun. Sorry, lots of bits of stragglers. So this is the bottom right hand corner. Obvious what that is going to be. I think I've had a bit of fabric, so I think I'm chopping a bit off the top to make it a bit smaller. But that is that. I worked on that, I think. I worked on that just the other, not that long ago. It upsets me when I get one. Start to feel going, oh, I didn't work on that this year. Oh. This one here is Tilton Crafts TARDIS. Have you watched the new Doctor Who yet? I'm vibing for that new Doctor. He is mwah. There's something about him, he's just, loving it. And he's Scottish. But thankfully, no disrespect to any Fifers out there. Thankfully, I didn't have too strong a Fife accent. His accent's quite mellow. But yeah, he is. Oh, Russell T. Davies, I'm so glad you're back. So this is TARDIS. Obviously, lots and lots of blues, lots and lots of black. With his black background, I've chopped a bit of the black off. I could have obviously just stitched on black, but I decided no, I would actually rather stitch the black than try and stitch on black. I don't think this one came out. Or maybe I just... See, we're getting there. This is... Oh, that's by Tilton Crafts. Not sure if it's still available. Tilton Crafts. This up is a Heaven and Earth Design Teardrop Max Colours. Babette Vandenberg. I don't even know where if that's top, bottom, right, or fucking massive. But look, I've done that. This is a theme, as you'll see. There's just lots of just splodges. Because what I tend to do is if I'm working on one for months for whatever reason, I tend to just, I have a couple little boxes. I have one big master set of DMCs, name of the master set. I then work off a couple little boxes where I put, working on pieces that I'm working on. All of the colours in there for them. So if I then pick up something else, I just look through those boxes, and if any of those colours are available at my fingertips, that's the colour I use. And yeah, I just work out where I can. Hence why everything looks a little bit splotchy. There's no obvious definition as to what's going on. One day they'll all match up. Right. Heaven and Earth Designs, ornament to Zurich Kami, artwork by Haruro Marita. I saw it just randomly. So this is an ornament, and I saw somebody put on, I think it was in the Heaven and Earth Facebook group, they'd bought stuff in the sale, and they'd bought the triptych of this. I was like, oh my god, why did I have to see that? I don't know how. I don't know if I ever did see it to start with. I don't know how I came across this. Again, bought them years ago. Don't know how I came across it. But oh my god, I was like, that is so gorgeous. And here's my little Japanese lady. Yeah, we got some hair. We got a definite ornament shape going on there. But yeah, I'm seriously gonna have to go on, and I honestly don't know if if I was looking for an ornament, or I don't know. It's so back in the depths of time. But yeah, did not need to see that. This is another totem craft I started, I'm sure, last year, and this is winter. Again in the Art Deco. Is it Art Deco? No, Art Deco Art Nouveau style. The Alfonso. I have all 4 seasons of these. I'll say I'm sensible. I put a pin in it where the top was. Yeah, I started that. Yeah, again, these splodges. Yeah, and that's it. It's really exciting. God, I need to give up my job. I'm working on stuff. Next year, I'm definitely going to try and work on everything. I will prioritise the ones I did work on this year. Find a space for them somewhere. Sorry, I was just pausing in between you. It was just because I've got a few more to go through. Yeah, so yeah, it does make me sad that I may prioritise ones I didn't work on last year. I did at one point think about just getting all my WIPs and just working on them one by one. Just doing a little bit, one by one. And then I was like, oh my god, yeah, but it'd take me like forever to get back to the beginning. Maybe next year to that. And this is, I don't think this one came out this year. I'm remembering from seeing, as I said, from seeing screenshots, I'm like, this is getting different. What did I work on this year? Cleopatra. Oh, this is artwork by Howard David Johnson. Cleopatra, Earth Sounds. These are all, most of these, as you'll see, are stitched on 28 count. Use the count. I've reverted back to doing 1/1 crosses. I was doing 10 stitch on a few pieces, but most of all of your darts are now 1/1 cross stitch. I find that just feels better on that fabric. Another Heaven and Earth stocking, the Enchanted Christmas Reindeer. Artwork by Donna Gelsinger. There we've got some reindeer, reindeer ears, antlers. Antlers is the word. I think I did add, I think I've done these bits. Yeah. I've still got the stockings up. Well, no, I nearly got most of the stuff down to the very festive from this side of the room. I've kept it kind of minimal. We did have a wee tree up and some stuff up there. I'm keeping it minimal now. I'm just over Christmas. Oh God, I'm such a bad humbug. I just feel now that Christmas starts like in the middle of November, and by the time you get to December, you're like, yeah, I'm done with it now. Also, I don't have young kids anymore. My kids are adults. Don't have any grandkids or anything like that. So I do. So it's like Christmas. We just sort of totally chilled. It was just the four of us. Well, it was really just the two of us. My daughter had decided it had been very. She was like, "No, I'm not going on Christmas Eve. I don't want to feel rough on Christmas Day. I want to enjoy Christmas Day." Woke up Christmas Day. Oh my god, I've got such a cold, and she just felt wrong. So she ended up spending most of her day in bed. And we just like chilled. I did a stitching and knitting and stuff like that. Like just essentially was just the same as every other day this week. Except we made a big dinner. All I've been doing is stitching, bit crochet, bit whatever, and watching lots of floss tube in the telly and dog walking, and that's been it. Oh my god, the weather, honestly, I was out today. I'm sitting here tonight and the rain is I can hear it lashing out at the wall. Seriously, it's in the bleak midwinter. Just summarised today. It's just isn't. Oh, it's great. But we're over the hump day. We're over the 21st, the shortest day. Summer is a coming. God, these dark nights are not going to be quite so dark. It never used to bother me so much, but now I have a dog and I have to go out every night with the dog. I have to wander about in the dark. It's depressing, quite frankly. Anyway, I veer off the topic about 34 minutes. We're okay. Heaven and Earth Designs, Evergreen, artwork by Tracy Butler. That's right. I'm looking at this and it's a large format, but it's not the large format. Originally, I had this as a paper pattern, and then I rebought it as a digital pattern. I didn't realise it's a large format, and then I rebought it as a digital pattern, and that's a mini. I get the picture. I got a cool picture from it. Yeah, I don't think this came out all this year. I don't remember ever working on it. Well, yeah, look at least, look. I just like filled in some stuff on there. I'm showing you all these WIPs that show absolutely bear no resemblance to anything. They're just random stitches. We're getting there, folks. Heaven and Earth Designs. Faces of Fairy 162 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I like me about Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I've done one of hers. I've done a little Rapunzel story keep. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. So I think I added a bit down. I think again it would have been whatever colours were available, so I think I kind of wandered down the page a bit. Yeah, we've got an eye. We've got the start of an eye there. God, I have too many WIPs. And guess what? I've got about 4 or 5 more that I want to start this year. This is Gina Artistic. I'll change, not a whole thing there. Artistic Gina, adapted for artwork by Sarah Moon. I think I know. I did this. This is one of my goals, and I think I was getting it to 30%. So I did quite a bit on her. Oh, loving this. Loving it. This is on £28. This is like sparkly fabric. Oh. And I was unsure. I'm doing it over 2. Am I doing it over 2? Yeah, I'm doing it over 2, and I was unsure what it's going to come out like. But oh, I absolutely love it. Love it. It's come out so well. So that was a goal I think I actually completed this year. I actually remember stitching in it. To be fair, most of my stitching year has probably been taken out of my card graphic. But not sick of it yet. Mini Lavender Field by Heaven and Earth. There's no artist, it's just a picture. There we are. There's some lavender. Swear to God, there's lavender. Clouds. Lavender. I think I'm best with France. Some France will have for you. I know Scotland did. I know Scotland all about it. Talking Scotland. So we have Isle of Skye crafts. This is Lock Portrait. Now, I was actually going to do. Oh, I've not touched this, I know. This is one, it is a foot. Oh my God, do you think that's middle, top, bottom? Who knows? This is a full coverage piece, but I'm cheating by using blue fabric for the sky. Again, I've not done a lot on that. This I was going to use. This will be used. I think I'll use this for Scotland for. Well, no, I say it depends. This was my only Scottish piece, and I was going to use it for. This is Stitch Along Alba, Stitch Amanda. It's doing a Scottish kind of stitch along thing, starting in Burns Night. So I was going to use that. Then I felt it, and I came across the Quaker Stitch Along, which I'll try and link the people on me, but I'll talk about it in January. Quaker Stitch Along. I'd seen it a couple of times on things, and then they brought out a Scottish flag, and woo, that was that. That's about that. So I still to get the fabric and that for that. It starts on 26th of January. Amanda's doing hers, I think, on the 25th of the month, because that's Burns Night. But I'll do the two together. So depending come June in Scotland or in the Euros, and possibly be in it to begin with. I'm not convinced I'll stay much longer, but I'll maybe use that one. Next up is Northwood Farm. I worked on this not that long ago. I can't remember why, but I did. I did 200 stitches on or something like that. Because last year I had completed like the top. That's like the full top. It looks, it's just, this one like, just looks like nothingness. Because all the stuff's going on the bottom. I had those little bits in there. This will come out for the Euros, I think, because this is for England. This will be getting ready. Yeah, this is for England because it's farmhouse in England, so that'll be for England. And then the last but not least of the full coverage pieces is my Heaven and Earth Quick Stitch. funny. Quick Stitch Museum Shelf. Artwork by Amy Stewart. This will be coming into the Euros because this will be the old Dutch ones. Make them. This year I completed. I did do a bit more. I think I've got up to 2%. Just up in the corner there. I tend to start in the right hand, left hand corner. So that is all. That's all my full coverage pieces that I have started. Because I have got about another 3 or 4 kitted up. Or well, let's say kitted up with fabric. And yeah, I just need to find a reason to start them. So yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna go through this tomorrow and start adding in bits and pictures where I can. If there isn't a picture, there just isn't a picture. I'm trying to add in the pictures. I'll add in. Hopefully, I've added in the bit about cartographic because I hope to get that finished. I'll wait until I get that finished and then I'll show that. I'll add it in. And then that's it. And then I'll start on the second half of the whips, which is Fancy Ladies, Smalls. No, there's no smalls. It's Fancy Ladies, and there's others. There's no smalls. Because all the smalls are new starts. I finished Still loads. Okay, folks. So that's me for tonight.